A 2025 study found a dangerous heavy metal in some Shilajit brands. A heavy metal more toxic than mercury. If you take Shilajit right now, or you're thinking about it, the next few minutes could save your kidneys. But here's what's weird. When you take the right Shilajit at the right dose, 12 proven benefits stack up so fast it puts most supplement stacks to shame. And at a fraction of the price. One study showed joint damage dropped 29% in 8 weeks. Another ran 48 weeks. Women on Shilajit kept their bones. The sugar pill group kept losing them. I'm giving you all 12, the studies, the doses, and the one mistake with how much you take that kills most of the benefit. Almost everyone makes it. By the end, you'll have the research to back up a real conversation with your doctor about this. Starting with your heart. Number 1, heart protection. Not some fuzzy label that says supports heart health. I mean real numbers you can measure. Doctors looked at the research and found that fulvic acid, that's the main thing in Shilajit that does the work, brings down the swelling markers tied to heart disease. TNF-alpha, interleukin-6, NF-kappa B. Those are the same ones your heart doctor checks when they want to know your real risk, and a 2025 review backed it up. Shilajit hits 2 master switches that control swelling in your body, NF-kappa B and NRF2. One puts out the fire, the other turns on your body's repair crew. Both from one thing. A statin costs $50 to $300 a month. Shilajit? About $15 for 2 months. And it doesn't just go after cholesterol. It goes after the swelling that makes cholesterol deadly. Because cholesterol isn't the bad guy. Swollen artery walls are. That's what turns plain cholesterol into plaque. Think about this. 6 months from now, you're in the exam room. Your doctor looks at your blood work and says, "Keep doing what you're doing." That's worth more than any pill on any shelf. One more thing. As we go, keep a count. Each benefit, ask, could this replace something I'm paying for? By number 12, you'll have the answer. Number 2, joint repair. This is the one I told you about. The numbers blew me away. 2019 study, 63 men. 3 groups, high-dose Shilajit, low-dose, and sugar pill. 8 weeks. The guys with the worst joint damage going in? The high-dose group saw a marker called hydroxyproline. It tracks how fast your joints break down. Dropped by 29%. The sugar pill group? Nothing changed. But that's not even the big part. They also checked strength after hard workouts. The high-dose group only lost about 9%. Low-dose and sugar pill? 16 to 17%. Almost twice the drop. 1 study, 2 wins. Less joint damage and more strength. From something that costs less than 1 copay. Close your eyes for a second. Tomorrow morning, you swing your legs off the bed. Your knees don't crack. Your back doesn't lock. You just stand up, like you used to. That feeling alone is worth everything. 2 done. 10 to go. And don't skip ahead. Number 5 ties into how Shilajit gets inside your cells. Number 3, gut repair. Your granddaughter picks the place for her birthday dinner. You say yes, but in your head you're already worried. What if it flares up? The bloating, the acid. That knot that turns every meal into a coin flip. You don't say no to the food, you say no to the moment. That's what really hurts. Fulvic acid has been studied for stomach swelling, ulcers, colitis, even bad food bugs. It builds up the lining in your gut, the wall that keeps acid from burning through. Most antacids just calm acid for a few hours, then it comes right back. Fulvic acid fixes the wall itself. That's not hiding the problem, that's fixing it. And this one hits home for a lot of you. Gut trouble is the second biggest thing you bring up in the comments. I hear you. Number 4, full body inflammation. Lab tests show Shilajit fights cell damage hard. The fulvic acid hunts down free radicals before they can wreck your cells. Same basic idea behind those IV drips at fancy clinics. Those drips? $500 to $1,500 a pop every month. Shilajit does the same kind of work for about 8 cents a day. If you're paying big money for cell repair pills and you've never heard of this, you're spending way too much. 4 done. And we're building toward that dosing mistake at number 7. It's about how much you take each morning. Keep that in mind. Number 5, energy. This part is cool, and it changed how I think about energy drinks. Sherpa guides in the Himalayas take Shilajit before Everest trips. Not for a buzz. For steady power at heights that would shut most people down. There's a compound in Shilajit that guards your mitochondria, the tiny engines inside every cell you have. They don't give you a spike. They help your cells make more fuel, real fuel. A 2019 study, 500 milligrams a day for 8 weeks, showed better stamina and less tiredness. No crash, no shakes, nothing stolen from tomorrow. Think of it this way. Caffeine borrows energy. Shilajit builds a bigger engine. Number 6. Blood sugar regulation. Research shows fulvic acid helps your body use insulin better. That means sugar gets into your muscles where it belongs, instead of floating in your blood doing harm. And here's what no one tells you about high blood sugar. That extra sugar isn't just sitting there. It's cooking your blood vessels from the inside. Slowly. It's called glycation, and it speeds up aging in every organ you have. If your blood sugar is creeping up, pay attention. And if you take metformin, talk to your doctor first. Adding this on top could drop you too low. Okay, halfway, let's add it up. Heart, joints, gut, cell damage, energy, blood sugar. 6 wins. One thing, for 8 cents a day. Quick math. A joint pill costs 25 to 40 a month. A gut pill? 30. A cell repair blend? 20. That's 75 to 90 bucks for maybe 3 of these. Shilajit covers all 6 for about 8 bucks. Drop daily in the comments if you're on this already. I want to know how many of us there are. Number 7, brain protection. Here's the dosing mistake I've been hinting at. First, the brain stuff. Fulvic acid doesn't just stop tau tangles from forming. Tau is one of 2 proteins tied to Alzheimer's. A study in the International Journal of Alzheimer's Disease showed fulvic acid can break apart tau clumps that already exist. Read that again. Not just blocking, undoing. This was in a lab, not humans yet, but the finding is real. And more research shows Shilajit shields brain cells from the other Alzheimer's protein too, amyloid beta, both proteins. One thing, now the mistake. It's not about when you take it, it's about how much. In that 2019 joint study, the low-dose group, 250 milligrams a day, barely beat the sugar pill. Barely. The real gains showed up at 500 milligrams. Same thing in the testosterone study. Same thing in the bone study. Again and again, the science says the same thing. 250 is a starting dose, not the real dose, and most people stay there because that's what the label says. Been taking Shilajit for weeks and feeling nothing? You're not broken, you're just taking too little. I'll give you the right number at the end. Be honest. Did you know about the dose gap? Drop "knew it" or "had no idea" in the comments. I bet 90% of you just figured out why this hasn't been working. Number 8. Bone density. This study stopped me cold. 48 weeks. Top-level design. 60 women passed menopause with thinning bones. Shilajit versus sugar pill. After almost a year, the sugar pill group kept losing bone. The Shilajit group held steady. Spine and hip. Stress markers went down. Swelling went down. GSH, your body's main repair tool, went up. Most bone pills just dump calcium in your body, but calcium with no delivery system just drifts around. It can clog your arteries instead of building bone. Fulvic acid grabs those minerals and carries them right into the bone cells that need them. Better delivery, better results. Got a wife, a sister, a mom, over 55? Send them this timestamp right now. This one study could change their next bone scan. I'm serious about this one. 8 done. The average person over 55 takes 4 pills costing over $370 a month. Shilajit touches nearly all those systems for 15 bucks a jar. 4 left. One of them you can't get at any drugstore. Number 9. Immune modulation. I said modulation on purpose, not boosting. Big difference. Most immune pills, echinacea, elderberry, just crank everything up. Sounds good until you realize that an overactive immune system is what causes autoimmune problems. Lupus, RA, Hashimoto's. Shilajit works differently. Research showed it activates key branches of the immune response, the parts that tag and kill invaders. But it doesn't go too far. It balances. Most immune pills slam the gas. Shilajit steers. If someone you love fights an autoimmune condition, that difference isn't just science talk. It's everything. Number 10. Anxiety and stress. 2 a.m. Your body is wiped out. But your brain won't stop. Social security timing. Medicare costs. Whether your savings will last. You know that feeling. That's cortisol, the stress hormone. And it's not just wrecking your sleep, it's fueling every bit of swelling we've been talking about. Shilajit has a form of magnesium your body can actually use. It brings cortisol down, and the fulvic acid pushes that magnesium right through the cell wall, into the cells that need it. You don't get that from cheap drugstore magnesium. Most of those brands sell you the kind your body barely absorbs. Number 11. Iron and mineral absorption. This one almost didn't make my list. Then, I found the study. 60 people. The Shilajit group absorbed significantly more iron, magnesium, calcium, and zinc than the sugar pill group. That ties back to number 3. A strong gut wall plus fulvic acid means your body soaks up what you give it. Your current pill stack can't do that. Still tired even though you take iron? This might be why. 11 done. 11 body systems. One thing. 8 cents a day. Know someone spending hundreds a month on pills that cover 3 or 4 of these? Send them this video, not a sales pitch. Just math. Number 12. Testosterone and vitality. I saved this one for last on purpose. 2016 study. 96 healthy men enrolled, 75 completing the full trial. Ages 45 to 55. 250 milligrams of Shilajit twice a day for 90 days. Total testosterone went up about 20%. Free testosterone up 19%. DHEA up over 31%. These aren't tiny blips. These are changes men feel. Energy, recovery, drive. And here's what matters most. They tested men your age. Not gym bros in their 20s. Men 45 to 55 dealing with the same stuff you deal with. Men like you. So why isn't this everywhere? Simple. Shilajit comes from mountains. Old plant matter compressed by rock over millions of years. You can't make it in a lab. You can't patent a mountain. Research funding consistently flows toward patentable treatments, leaving natural compounds understudied, so the studies stay small, the facts stay quiet. And only the people who dig, who don't just swallow what they're told, find it. You're one of them. That's why you're still here at number 12. Protocol. Okay, protocol time. This is the part you screenshot and keep on your phone. First, the warning I owe you. A January 2025 study in BMC chemistry found a toxic heavy metal called thallium in some Shilajit brands. Research confirmed it is more acutely toxic than mercury. Some finished pills had more of it than the raw stuff. The FDA doesn't test for this, so do this. Only buy Shilajit with a third-party test report, called a COA. It needs to check for lead, mercury, arsenic, cadmium, and thallium. No report? Walk away. Your health isn't worth saving a few bucks. Dose. 500 milligrams a day. That's the dose where the real results showed up. 250 is okay for your first week, but don't stay there. How to take it. Stir into warm water or warm milk. Morning. Fulvic acid dissolves in water and absorbs well this way. Form. Resin is best. If you use capsules, the label should say at least 50% fulvic acid. No number listed? Skip it. Safety. Don't take it if you have too much iron in your blood. Talk to your doctor if you take blood thinners. And here's a bonus. If you take other supplements with it, Shilajit makes them work better. Fulvic acid helps your body absorb whatever you take with it. That's the cheat code. Tell me your dose in the comments, how long you've been on it. And if your doctor said something at your last visit, I want that story. 12 benefits. One thing, real studies, not ad copy. This stuff has been used for 3,000 years. Science is only now catching up. 500 milligrams, warm water or milk. Only buy with a full test report that checks for thallium. And if someone you love is spending hundreds a month on pills that cover half of what we just went through, send them this. If you want to see what happens when you pair Shilajit with black seed oil, I broke it all down in the 10 biggest black seed oil benefits you've been missing for years. Benefit 4 shocked me more than anything in this video. That's right here. And if there's something you want me to dig into next, drop it in the comments. I read everyone.